What's going on, everyone? Freddy, Vella here. Wait, hold on. I'm getting some breaking news. Tommy, it seems like there was a new dinosaur discovered.
It was you.
Yeah, no, they called it Tomicus hausicus rex. That's who's joining me right now. Tommy, welcome. Thank you for joining me once again.
Pleasure, my friend. Good to be back on Freddy's Weekend Watch.
Freddy's Weekend Watch, of course. Every week we bring you all the fun stuff that you can do across Austin. And Tommy, I got a list for you that you're going to want to check out.
Let's bring it.
Okay, the first one I was wondering if I could say on TV, but I can. It's Hadestown.
Check the FCC here, Freddy. What is this?
So Hadestown is a play. It's a musical, actually. It debuted on Broadway way back in 2018 into 2019. And it's one of the coolest shows that you can check out. It runs Friday, February 20th through 22nd. It's only 3 days. You only have 3 days to check this out. It's at the Bass Concert Hall. It tells the story of Orpheus. Do you remember the story of Orpheus from your Greek tragedies and stuff like that?
I don't. You quizzed me on Shakespeare, though, last week. So is there a pattern with these musicals here in Central Texas?
I think so. But this one's really cool. It tells the story about a man who falls in love with a woman. The woman is taken down into the depths of the underworld, and he has to go down. And, of course, Hades tells him, you can take her, but you can't turn around. You have to trust that she's following you the entire way.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, before you get out of the underworld.
Whoa.
If he does that.
Don't spoil it. I mean,
No. It's a well-known story. If he does that as he gets out of the underworld, then she's free to go.
Okay.
But if he turns around just once, she goes back into the depths of the underworld.
Wow, interesting.
So it's a really cool musical. It's a lot of fun. It's the winner of the Best Musical in 2019. And actually, the show is still on Broadway. I got to see it with Betty Who in one of the roles. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. So Tommy, you got to check it out. You
Perhaps. I don't think I'm in town this weekend, but if you VCR it or something, what do the kids do these days?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna bust out my VCR to do that. All right, the other thing is LOVB Austin. That's volleyball over at Cedar Park.
We need to always confirm that is the spelling.
I
get you on your spelling sometimes, Freddy. But,
No.
Let's save the emails, people. This is a good grammatical slide. Hopefully there's no other typos. This looks good immediately.
This is exactly what it is. It's because it's called League One volleyball.
Yeah. Madison, Wisconsin, is that correct?
They're taking on Madison, yeah. Wow. It's going to be here on Friday, February 20th at HEB Center at Cedar Park. It's a Hometown Heroes Night, so they're going to be celebrating, the firefighters, all the EMS people. It's really cool. And they're halfway through the season. Right now they have a record of 5-5, so they really want you to go out and check them out. All right, Tommy, I have one more. This one's the one that I wanted to get to with you.
Let's wrap it up.
Because this is Astrolab. This is over on Dripping Springs. Are you someone who likes to go up and look at the stars?
Not as much, but a lot of people, have someone ever come up to you and said, oh, you're a meteorologist, you study meteors? Is that a real, have you been asked that?
Yeah, a bunch of times.
Space weather is also kind of something that people put on us.
Yeah.
So I'm open to it. I like the atmosphere. Let's keep it a little closer to home.
A little closer to the ground here. This is Saturday, February 21st from 6:30 to 9:30 at Ranch Park in Dripping Springs. They're encouraging you to bring your own telescope, or they'll have some there. And every month, there's a new event that you can check out. So it's really cool.
And I think, of course, we'll have the front in the sunshine and clear skies. So Dripping Springs, people, this is the spot for you.
This is going to be the spot for you. Hey, Tommy, we're going to have a lot more on Freddy's Weekend Watch of different events that you're going to want to check out. So keep it here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me on Freddy's Weekend Watch here on KXAN Plus. We are excited that you could join us. And, of course, you're probably wondering what the weather is going to be like over the next few days. So let's break it all down, because obviously people want to get out and about and they want to go do something cool. And this is one thing we're going to be watching for Friday, which is the small chance of seeing some rain out there. We're looking at about a 10% chance, a little bit less in certain spots. A lot of it that does come down, maybe drizzle, very isolated pockets of a shower here, a shower there. I don't think it's going to ruin your Friday whatsoever. We're going to have a lot of cloud coverage too, which is definitely going to help out. But as you can tell, as we get into Friday afternoon, things clear out just a bit more, and we have a front that's expected to arrive early on Saturday. You're noticing here at 5 a.m., give or take an hour or two, the front will actually finally push through. That'll clear everything out, and by the time we get to Saturday afternoon, we're looking at much clearer skies out there. Rain chances pretty much gone, and will remain clear throughout Saturday and leading into Sunday. Sunday. In fact, this is what your weekend weather is going to look like. We're going to have gusty winds behind that front as it comes in, wind gusts well above 25 miles per hour in many spots. And the temperatures will at least remain within the 70s, a big drop from what we've been seeing over the past couple of days where we've been up into those 80s out there. Gusty, more sunshine as we get into Saturday afternoon. Then by Sunday, we're looking at mainly sunny and cooler out there. Temperatures in the 60s. A little bit of a sneak peek on what you can expect as you get into Monday morning. We're looking at temperatures dropping down into the 30s and 40s once again. So we will be very, very cold out there after that front comes in early in the morning. And then by the afternoon, it looks like we're going to be back up into the 60s and 70s. So just something to keep an eye on over the weekend. Again, Friday will be your best chance of maybe seeing an isolated pocket of showers or two. But other than that, the weekend is going to be fantastic for you to go out and enjoy any of the events that we're going to be talking about on Freddy's Weekend Watch. So I encourage you to stick around. Coming up after the break, we'll talk a bit more. I'll bring in meteorologist Tommy House. We're going to talk about all the different events that you'll be able to check out right here in Austin. So stick around. Freddy's Weekend Watch coming up on KXAN+. What's going on, everyone? Freddy, Vella here once again with Freddy's Weekend Watch. I have meteorologist Tommy House here. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're missing some payments. I charge a steep fee to be on this.
Yeah,
but watch show,
per diem every time you come in to do this. Yeah, okay, sure, Tommy.
Put in my contract.
All right, we have different events that we want to talk to you about. Tommy, I wanted to make sure I could say this one on TV too.
Whoa.
I can. It's Urinetown. Have you heard of this play?
I don't think I have, Freddy. Are you familiar?
Yes, I actually am familiar with this play. I've never seen it myself, but I'm very familiar with the play. It's a musical, actually. It runs through Sunday, February 22nd at St. Edward's University. It's about a town that's being oppressed. In order to go to the restroom, you have to pay in order to use the restrooms. And so the townspeople that live within this town are fighting oppression, and they don't want to deal with it anymore. Ooh. So yeah, it's like if corporations ran bathrooms.
All right.
Yeah, so it's a story about greed and oppression and an uprising.
Stinky situation, no pun intended there for
you. Now, do you know what a theater in the round stage is?
It's a little like you watch from all angles, right?
Oh my goodness, Tommy actually got one.
I know.
Tommy, I'm very proud of you. Yeah.
Maybe a bonus or something we can work in when you get these right.
So it is a theater in the round stage. They're encouraging you to come out. Tickets are selling quickly, so make sure you visit our website, KXAN.com, for a bit more on that. Here's another one I want to talk about, and this kind of goes hand in hand with the last one we mentioned, but this is the Public Star Party at the University of Texas.
Walk us through it. This is a star
gazing
event.
And they're
inviting weather for it.
They're inviting everyone, big and small, young and old,
right
to
down
come
the
in.
street here at UT.
Yeah, it's at UT. It's at Painters Hall. It's the Painters Hall Telescope that they do this at. No reservation required. You just show up 8:30 to 10:30.
You're working for me on Saturday, so you could pop over on your lunch break.
I could actually. Well, we have a
that?
newscast at 9 o'clock. So.
Who needs to do that?
So this is every Friday and Saturday that they do this from 8:30 to 10:30. You can go on out and you can check out the stars and learn a bit more with some of the people there.
Yeah, how cool about that? That's so awesome.
Yeah, that one's really cool. All right, I got one more for you. Now, the Lunar New Year actually passed, but they're celebrating it this Sunday, February 22nd, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Paper and Craft Pantry. 30 different vendors, local eats, drinks, performances, face painting, craft station, and more.
Wow.
Okay, so I wanted to end on this one because this is the year of the horse.
Yes.
I am from the year of the rat. Tommy,
it makes sense, actually. You know, that checks out perfectly.
No. Okay, thanks, Tommy. What do you know what your Chinese or what year you fall
2001?
on? What is that?
You're the unicorn, probably?
Hold on, can I ask?
You're the goat?
What Lunar New Year is 2001?
He's going to make it up. It's going to be really hurtful.
Let's see if my watch does. Oh, it's the year of the snake.
You're the snake. That also makes sense. Rat and snake here.
So this year of the snake was last year. So actually, technically, last year was your year.
Horse is awesome, though, man.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on this Sunday. It's really cool. What's your zodiac sign, by the way?
I don't, dude. Can we wrap this up, man?
You don't know what your zodiac sign is?
I don't know. When I used to have Snapchat back in the day, you used to tell me, but
Snapchat?
You got Snapchat in your mid-20s. You're doing something wrong.
All right, here we go. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us. Thank you so much. If you want details on all this or links to any of the events, you can go to KXAN.com for Freddy's Weekend Watch. If you're watching on KXAN+, stick around. There's a really cool interview with the LOVB Austin volleyball team. And if you're watching on CW Austin, stick around because we have more weather and traffic coming up after the break. We are halfway through the season of League One volleyball, and so far, our very own LOVB Austin team is third in the standings with a 8.55 record. Here to tell me what's worked, what hasn't, and what's next is outside hitter for Love Austin, Maddie Banks. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, Maddie, I have to ask you, currently you have 84 digs, 4 blocks, and 86 kills. Are you enjoying the season so far and your performance?
Yeah, I'm so grateful to be part of this group. I think we have an awesome dynamic with the girls and the coaching staff. And I think so far in the season, we're just hoping to keep progressing and just getting better every single day.
So right now you're currently ranked, I think, in the top 8 of the league right now. How does that feel to be able to see at least your stats and your record kind of hold over as you move to Love Austin?
Yeah, it's really positive, just being able to continue to add value to our team and help us to continue to have a great record and progress throughout the season. So I'm just hoping to continue to help do that for our team.
Now, you started off with Love Omaha last year before making the move to Austin. Has that kind of been a big change for you to be able to switch those teams, especially for your second year?
Yeah, I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be able to play on this Austin team. Obviously, the geography of Austin is incredible, but alongside that, just being with a really great staff and girls and people just that I feel like are pushing me every single day to get better and challenging to push the threshold of the league too.
Now, I do have to ask you, though, Love Austin this year, still in the middle of the standings so far. You know, obviously they won last year. They took home the championship. What's kind of held back the team so far this year?
Yeah, I think that we're just still trying to find our stride a little bit. I think you see glimpses of how great we can be and just the challenge to continue to string those together set after set. And I think we realize in this league that we have to play every match truly at our highest level to be able to compete. And I think the league has done a really great job of just creating parity across the teams and keeping it at a really high level.
There's 2 teams I got to talk to you about, which is Salt Lake City, Houston. You've evaded winning those games with those 2 teams. So, what's your strategy now as you have to face both teams again leading into the second half of the season? How are you going to maneuver that, and how's the team kind of come together to be able to get victories amongst those 2 teams?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, I think that if we do us and we play us for a long period of time, I think that's going to be the best outcome for us. And I think the last time that we played Houston when it was at their place, I think that was the closest that I think we felt to being at our highest level against them. So I think just continuing to do that for all the teams and all the competitions that we have in the second half of the season. Specifically, I think it's going to be us serving aggressive and continuing to keep them off the net, keeping them in a position of being out of system so we can put ourselves in a better position against them.
Of course. So I've got to ask you, though, you are laser focused on the court. But, something that I've always wanted to ask, can you still hear the fans even when you're focused on your serving or when you're waiting for that ball to come back?
I think for most players, you can tell the volume and that there are a lot of people cheering. I don't know if it's so easy to pick out specific voices. Like my husband will always ask me, did you hear me barking when you got a kill or whatever? Like, I don't think I heard you specifically, but, I think it's awesome when we feel like we have a great home crowd, and I think it's such an advantage when our fans are coming and bringing the energy. So
I'm assuming that you feel that kind of like energy rush as you're hearing them all cheer for you guys leading into the game.
Yes, absolutely, and it makes such a difference, and I want to thank our fans for the matches that they have come to, and I hope that they can find a spot on their calendar that they can make it to the second half of the season.
Of course, and this weekend there is the special game that you guys are going to have, the Hometown Heroes game. What's so special about this one?
Yeah, I mean, it's so powerful. I think it just gives an opportunity, as we've had these theme nights, to recognize the fans and to recognize the certain groups of people that are the demographic in our fans. So I just think it's a really cool opportunity to highlight those people and the work that they do tirelessly for everyone in our community, and just to show that gratitude and thankfulness for the work that they do.
Yeah, so if you guys want more information on any of the games that are coming up, including the one this weekend, you can always visit their website, loveaustin.com. And of course, you can visit our website, KXAN.com, for all the details. And of course, you can catch Maddie Banks and the rest of the Love Austin team Friday, February 20th at HEB Center at Cedar Park. Maddie, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. Appreciate it.